Good day and welcome back to another DBZ Dokkan Metal video. In this video we're going to be taking a look at the Goku Story Edition of the Red Zone and taking a look at how you can beat the Majin Buu Saga mission, the Majin Buu Saga mission for the Majin Buu Saga stage in the Red Zone. So obviously in a previous video spoke about the event and how we can clear the event fairly easily. Of course, there are challenges involved. For the Majin Buu Saga mission, generally speaking, there's one of two ways to build the team. There is, of course, a hybridization that you can always do, which is something that can help you out. But generally speaking, you go one of two ways. You either go a super style Majin Buu Saga team, or you go an extreme style Majin Buu Saga team. Now, if you take on the extreme style team, then you generally lean to Majin Power over using units like, say, for example, Majin Vegeta. So you use majority Kid Boos, Super Boos, Good Boos, Fat Boos, whatever you want to call them. You use those style of units. Or, alternatively, you go the super side where you focus on using Vegetos, the new Vegeta that just super easy age. You can use the new LR, you can use Gotenks, you can use Ultimate Gohans, you can use pretty much anything. I would probably classify Vegeta underneath this side of the team, even though he's obviously extreme type or class. The reason being is, although being extreme type, he ultimately has a better link set that's more suited to the super class of team. So just a bit better overall. So that kind of covers the fundamental aspects of it. So I went and built a Majin Power team. Generally this team did quite fine. Very strong team, very fun team. As a friend lead I used Tech Ultimate Buu. As my lead I used Int Good Buu. For the team build, our rotations generally were Tech Buu alongside the physical LR. Then I have floated Kid Buu and Good Buu, which was all fine. Then on the other rotation I had Int Buu Han after his recent super easy aim, Strength Kid Buu, which is obviously great, and then we had the Tech Good and Evil Exchange Buu, who we just floated around until such time that we needed him to tank, where we obviously then slotted him in. So I would say overall, obviously, for me, I found like the team ran incredibly well and everything went smoothly. Everything was at the level I think that was required. The event itself wasn't too difficult and the team handled the jumps quite easily. Obviously, there's 4 phases. You have Yakon, Majin Vegeta, Majin Buu Good, and then Kid Buu. The Yakon fight is generally speaking very simple. He will reduce your ki randomly, which can be frustrating, and then he will increase his attack with each attack absorbed. That's a super, each ki blast based super, so you can avoid this relatively easily. For Majin Vegeta, he will have increase in terms of his attack and defense if he faces a Goku, which is one of the reasons why I went with Majin Power, just alleviated that risk and that threat there. Then we have Majin Buu Good. He will create candy ki spheres and he will recover HP, but besides that, nothing too crazy. And then we have Kid Buu, who will nullify unarmed super attacks, of which we only have Strength Kid Buu, who has them, and also will increase his attack with 20% with each turn passed up to 100%. So again, fairly simple and easy. All things considered, I would say this was a fairly straightforward fight. Yakon hits for about 1 million, obviously dependent on how many supers he absorbs, but he doesn't tend to stay alive long enough for it to be a threat. So generally I felt like everything was handled quite well there. Then Majin Vegeta, without the boost from facing a Goku, also isn't the biggest threat, I would say. He can be annoying, but he's not the biggest threat in the world. So again, I would probably rule him out. Then Majin Buu Good, 2.1 million super, but by now you've had a couple turns to obviously stack and build up, which is obviously quite important. And then you have, generally speaking, he doesn't create a ton of candy orbs, so I felt like it was fairly simple to handle them. And finally, Buu Kid, 1.8 mil in the super. Obviously, he builds up the attack quite quickly, but at this point, we've built up everything we need on our side to handle him, and we have quite a bit of damage. Into Buhan especially, very much the damage carrier for the Majin Power team. Between him and Kid Buu, very much responsible for a lot of the damage that they do. The big issue is obviously Kid Buu's can be nullified, so can't rely on Kid Buu. We do eventually get the win because of the Dokkan attack that we do with Kid Buu, but yeah, I would say you can't really rely on Kid Buu to dish out the damage to win, because of obviously the fact that he doesn't generally get his super attacks through because of the nullification. But what I will say is that you do get overall you do get the, like, how can I say, you do get the win eventually because the team is so strong. You got a lot of healing, you got a lot of defensive security. So generally I found that although obviously fundamentally the event, a bit challenging, I think the Majin Power team handles it with relative ease. Of course, how can I say, but your Majin team or your Majin Buu Saga team might be different, and that's okay. You also have to bear in mind that if you bring a Goku, you might face different challenges, like with the Majin Vegeta. But generally, I would say that most stages are more than fine, just based on my principle. So yeah, that's really about it from me. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, leave a like, and yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. So until then, take care, stay safe, and as always, thanks for watching. I will see you guys in the next video. So take care, stay safe, and bye.